$260,000 a year of life insurance premium. How big of a death benefit do you think that bought this guy? So a few years ago, I had a gentleman reach out to me, and he had watched my napkin presentation. You can get access to it at financialcaffeine.com. After watching that, he booked a meeting with me. So I opened up our Zoom and, how are you? How are you? Great. And this is basically exactly what he said. After I asked him, hey man, why'd you set this meeting with me today? He said, Kelly, back in 2008, I had an insurance agent tried to get me to utilize some insurance strategies, and they just didn't explain it very well. I didn't quite understand it, and because I didn't understand it, I didn't implement it. However, your video, I completely get it now. It answered my questions. Can you run a $260,000 a year illustration for me? Of course, I'd be happy to. Let me get some information from you. So that led, of course, to an application and then to just a variety of analysis meetings with him. He got approved and we were off and running. Now here's what I want to ask you. I've already explained in previous videos like this one, the large premium, smaller death benefit. And so this guy, $260,000 a year, he wanted to direct into his life insurance policy for 10 years. So he wanted to do $2.6 million into his life insurance contract. Take a guess how much life insurance that bought. Now imagine if this is your friend and you're sitting at the bar and you're like, dude, I just got this term insurance. It's $5 grand a year. How much do you spend on your life insurance? He said $260,000. What? How big of a life insurance policy do you think that would buy the guy? Most people automatically assume that that is a gigantic life insurance policy. And they'd be right if we used that money to buy a gigantic life insurance policy. But if we're buying the smallest amount of life insurance possible to make it about the cash, and we're using a mutual company with non-direct recognition that's A-rated and has a low cost of insurance, have that video here too, types of insurance companies, then we're buying the smallest amount of life insurance. So $260,000 a year bought this guy just over $4 million of life insurance. That's it. Now, within his overall estate, did he probably need more than just over $4 million? Yeah, but he already had that with other term insurance policies. So look at how efficient that is. Very little is going to the cost of insurance, and the majority of that is going to his accumulation. When this guy's done in those 10 years, he definitely has more than 2.6 million. He has the opportunity to leverage, arbitrage it, access it, do everything he wants over the course of that time. And man, if you remember that teeter-totter, he's definitely balanced. He has a sizable amount of capital off to the side to where he owns and controls the tax piece. He owns and controls access to it. He's the man. So remember, insurance isn't expensive. It's not an expense. He already had the money. He just redirected it into an insurance policy. So stop looking at insurance as an expense. It's a redirection of your capital. That's all. So don't forget, if you want to have some conversations, you're more than welcome to go to financialcaffeine.com/survey. And then there's just some basic questions on there and you can get on my calendar. But hey, know God loves you. You're extremely special to him. Know that you're loved. Know that you're blessed. Have a good day.